I really look a mess. The last time that I posted a video on YouTube was like actual years ago. It's kind of like starting over because I never had any sort of consistency, had a little bit of support, but I was definitely like in the wrong headspace when I first like made a YouTube channel, you know. How do I become successful? You know, I was kind of exploring my passions. I was younger. I'm 21 years old now and I've been through a lot since then. I think I'm starting to figure out that I just want to do this because I need an outlet. I like to talk a lot. I think when I first started making YouTube videos, it was kind of like, well, what's gonna get the most views and, you know, what's gonna make people laugh, or trying to figure out what kind of like platform that I wanted to have. And to be honest, back then it was like, oh, I want to be famous. And so I definitely started with this mentality that I wanted to, you know, be well known and everything. And now that I'm older, I feel like I want people to listen to me. I want people to relate to me. I want to be able to help people when I can. And I kind of want to do that through sharing my experiences and stuff. I've been learning that one of my favorite YouTubers is Samantha Joe, and she's just very real. And she's not like super popular, but I don't think she cares about that. Like, obviously it's a big deal when, you know, you have even 1,000 subscribers or 100,000, 600,000, whatever it is. Like, it's a big deal. It's really cool. And I think that she celebrates that. But I also think that for her, it's more about like the community that she's getting to know. And I just really admire that, like the authenticity. And I feel like that's what I want to work on for myself, is just being authentic and not worrying about what other people think about me all the time. Building my self-esteem, like things that I really need to work on. And I've definitely put myself in a situation where like I'm going to have to do those things if I want to be like a happier person. And I lived in Michigan my entire life, like ever since I was born. My entire family lives in Michigan, and it was a very small town, and there wasn't really a lot of people that lived there. I'm pretty sure there's still to this day less than like 2,000-3,000 people that live in the city that I lived in. There wasn't really a whole lot of opportunity around there at the time that I had lived there, and I had never really thought about those things, you know. I kind of knew what I wanted to do with my future and never really saw myself where I am today. And today I live in Nebraska, Omaha, a massive city with a significant population, and I never would have thought that I would end up here. I'm living in my first apartment ever. I live with my brother, and this whole experience is just unreal to me, because like you really never think about where you'll end up. And I'm not sure how long I'm gonna live here, and I don't know if this is like where I'm supposed to be 10 years from now, 5 years from now, even 2 years from now. I just know that this is where I'm supposed to be today. I figured that this would be a really great time to start sharing things, talking about my experience and my feelings, and using this as an outlet. It's a very creative and productive outlet for me. And not only that, like actually making content that isn't like superficial and shallow. Not that all the content on the internet is superficial and shallow. Like sometimes we need things that aren't super deep because you need balance. And I like to have a good time. I like to watch lighthearted things. I like to watch funny things. Like that's definitely something that I appreciate in all those content creators. For me, this is something that I need for the way that I feel and what I'm going through. And I think that other people that can relate will relate, and I think that's great. Not really sure what type of video this is, but kind of like a reintroduction, but also it makes me happy and it makes me feel like I'm being productive, and people have different things that motivate them, and this is what motivates me. This is what makes me excited about doing things around my house and like doing like running errands and stuff. Some people don't need that, but I do, so it's okay. Can you hear the neighbors? Because I can hear them all the time. And Like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I hate that I can hear my neighbors through my wall, but I think it's like an adventure every day. From what I know, like they play video games quite often, and my brother's a gamer too, so I'm already used to it, but it's pretty funny, like some of the things that my neighbor will say when they're like raging. It's really entertaining for me, so I need to do some things around the apartment and get it clean, and maybe I can show you guys like where I live right now and where I'm at with the whole moving process and stuff. But yeah, if you see this and you want to stick around and stuff, feel free to interact with me. I don't have a big platform, so it's super easy for me to talk to you, and I think that'll be fun. So let me know what you think and ask questions because I would love to answer them. All right, catch you later.